Yo. What up, yo? What up?
Yeah.
What's
Hold
up,
on,
my
family.
people?
Who's out here in the building? Let's go back and see. Hey,
What
Shannon,
it
what's up?
is.
Walt E. Let's see. Willie. What up, Willie?
Hey,
Armel.
Before you go any further, Zach, hold
Yeah,
on.
what up?
Jason Ewan, let's get this brother. If it didn't happen already, let me check. Let's get this brother to 500. Anybody in here right now?
Go subscribe to Jason.
Please, Jason Ewing on YouTube. Subscribe to that channel, please. I've been watching it all day like a damn
Shannon, drop his link. Shannon, drop Jason's link. What up, Coy?
What up, everybody? Go ahead,
everybody?
Zach. I'm sorry.
Maurice. Just trying to say what's up to everybody. CJ. What's out here?
Let me check it.
STD. Jason, of course. Boosted. I see you out there, man. That's a crazy comment, bro.
That was funny.
Yo,
Come on, y'all. Four more. T-Mash, what's popping? Hey.
What up, yo? What up, everybody? DB, South Florida in the building. What up?
What's popping, laughing?
I'm scrolling back. See. All right, good. We good.
Grand Life Cuzzo, what up? Joseph Harris, my big brother. What the word?
Big J. Bro King, what's good, brother? Calvin, Carbine, what's up, man? Yeah, boosted. I got no answers, man. I got no answer for that.
It was all fault. Our bad.
Right. Vaughn, what up, man? J3GS, what up, bro? Everybody come in. Everybody make sure you're hitting that like button on the way in.
Do that. Vaughn Will, what's popping? What the word be? Yo, ME. What the word be?
What up, man? I saw you mixing up that sauce. I saw that video on Instagram.
We getting that drip ready. Hey, man, listen, y'all know it's countdown, man. We got about 6 more days until the shooting queue. That's up
right.
in Villa Rica, just outside of Atlanta. Get with OG $2 on Instagram if you haven't yet. Y'all know what it is. That's Saturday, this Saturday. The 16th.
Yeah, 16th. $2. What's your cash app, man? People still interested in going to the shooting queue. Gonna be a lot of shooting and a lot of eating. Sound like a good time to me.
A lot of queuing. Thank you, Shannon. Thank you.
Thank you, Shannon.
Hey, who we missed, man? I feel like we skipped over a whole section of folks. Corey, what it is?
I don't think we did. I think they were just a lot of stations.
Hey, Armel.
Your phone Wi-Fi on?
Hold on,
yep, take your time. Yeah, man. Armel, what's popping? Y'all see Corey this morning, man. He back on his grind. Anybody who's into them football games and want to chop it up and hear some people talk about it, y'all check Corey out too.
Oh, the Giants and the Cowboys are about to play.
They playing tonight?
Yup.
Oh, shoot. What y'all got? Giants and Cowboys. That's like
Hold on, let me
that's one of the biggest rivalries. Not yet. But either way, man, it's football season. Y'all know what it is already. Hopefully everybody had a dope ass weekend, did something. The Giants. Oh, New York in the building. All day. Yeah, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I think we got Giants fans in this house. Rick, what up? What's popping? Kingdom Defense moving around. What up, soul brother?
Giants.
Yeah, man.
Giants.
I hope y'all hit the range this week. We didn't hit the range this weekend at all, man. I had to work Saturday and Sunday every now and again.
And I had a track meet.
And Alex had a track meet.
Saturday.
So Alex did do his best time so far out of all his track meets. So shout out to the young fella there. Patrick Irie Watton, brother.
Hey, Patrick.
Guns
Hey,
don't
Joseph.
argue.
Hey, Guns don't argue.
What's popping?
2A Syndicate.
T-Mash got something going on too. Coming up. I just saw it on Instagram, T-Mash. 2A Syndicate on Instagram. Y'all check them out when you get the opportunity.
Oh, hey, Shan.
Yeah. You know, did we get it? Yeah, hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Give me second. Give me moment. 2 more subscribers. Listen, man, one more time. If anybody is not subscribed to Jason Ewing, it's EWING, Jason Ewing on YouTube. This close, 500 subscribers. Putting his grind in. And you know Shanna right behind him. Go subscribe to that, brother.
Ooh.
Please and thank you, because you know he out here supporting every damn channel that exists.
Really?
Yo,
You gotta hold us down. Something going on. I gotta go check on. I'll be back.
take your time. Yeah, man. Javon Martin, what up, brother? T-Mash, no doubt.
Oh, did I tell you? Ooh.
What's that?
I guess I already told you. But
Go ahead, share with the people.
I did 20 push-ups a few weeks ago, and I can only do 10, so I pushed myself.
You pushed through the push-ups.
Exactly.
Hey, shout out to everybody trying to get their little health right. That's what the real word is, man. Oh, these guns ain't gonna do shit if we can't pick them up and run with them and shoot them and et cetera, et cetera. You know, Madman, what it is, what's popping? Showtime. What the word is? Hoodneck in the building.
What up, Hoodneck?
Hey, Hoodneck, listen. You better start lifting some damn weights, bro. Hoodneck, put on the damn the vest holster, boy. How your vest holster loose, Hoodneck? How your vest holster loose? I'm just playing with you. What it is, Hoodneck. Kenny loves guns. What's popping? Yeah, man. Kenny Sick boy in the building. Yeah. If you're in the New York State, buy your ammo before the 13th. What happened, Boosted? What happened? Hey, shameless plug, man. I got some New Yorkers coming through tomorrow on the live, and we're gonna have a interesting, a little interesting something, man, because you know tomorrow's 9/11 anniversary, so you know how that go. You know, hey, it always falls on a Monday for some reason for me. You about to do some push-ups? Yeah, man. But hey, like I said, man, hopefully everybody got to the range, man. There's some dope stuff, man. Shout out to USCCA event over the weekend. RGG made it out there, and he definitely put some dope stuff out for us to see. There's some new shit popping. There's some new stuff coming out shortly. Hey,
what's up, man?
How you feeling?
I made it.
I'm glad.
You wasn't panicking, were you?
Nah, but you look more light skinned than me right now. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I've been working on my light skin, bro. That's why I was late. I was doing push-ups.
Yeah. You look like you do thumb ups.
I don't know if you just saw that middle finger I put up, but
it was fast. Airplane, what it is.
Hey, Airplane.
What's going on, everybody? What's happening? Amazing people. Everybody that's in here, man. Sorry I'm late. I was handling a little bit of business.
Working on that reliability.
From time to time, that's it. I was trying to be reliable.
Hey, congratulations real quick. Congratulations, Jason Ewing, for busting that 500. I know how hard it is, bro.
Oh, congratulations, Jason, man, my man.
Dope.
Jason out there working. What's going on, everybody? Happy Sunday to y'all. I hope everybody had an amazing week. I had an eventful weekend. I get in all that later. Everyday Shooter, what's up? Kanaka, Airplane, KLG, 2A Syndicate, everybody that's in here. Hey, man, since I'm about 10 minutes or so late, I think I already apologized for that. I do want to say thank you to everybody who's been buying tickets for the meetup. If you're unaware, the tickets are 100% on sale right now for a regular meetup 4. You can go to aregularmeetup.com to learn about the meetup if you don't already know. And you can also purchase your tickets there if you want to. Definitely try to get them for the sake of getting into the hosting hotel, because that will absolutely sell out. But never fear, because there are other hotels in the area. But it's always good to be in the main one.
For sure, for sure. Y'all know how it is, that excitement. Whew.
So I got that out the way, and um, I don't want to, I don't want to, I don't want to hold up too long. Oh yeah, well boosted. I just see that. I see that New York thing. That's crazy.
Yeah, they do that. Do that in Chicago?
No,
You don't got to get a FOI card to. They just
you got
have to
to have
see
a
your
FOI
card.
card, but you don't have to. You don't
Do a
got to do
background.
no wait on no background checks, none of that stuff. You just show a FOI card, you could buy ammo.
Mm-hmm. Damn.
But that's it's stupid to have to show the card to buy ammo.
Yeah,
I
but you know
I
what?
can see checking for age and stuff, but aside from that,
Yeah. Wild Williams, what up, brother?
oh wow, wait, that's old Burberry Williams.
That's all. Lean with it, rock with it.
Oh my boy. So look though, um, I'm gonna jump into the topic. You know why?
Shoot.
Instead of waiting, um, I feel like this is gonna be a really interesting conversation, and I'm not gonna lose no friends, but I'm gonna get them riled up.
It's gonna be some questions.
It's gonna be some questions. And I want y'all, and I need help though. I need help from all of my knowledgeable compadres out there in the chat today because
Mm-hmm.
this is gonna get really, really good. So you saw the title is basically it's talking about reliability, right? Like, and this is not just on your firearm. I'm talking about every single item that you buy gun related. So the gun
In relation
itself,
to
all the accessories,
ammo,
ammo, whatever it is.
Mega, what up?
I have a simple question, and I'm definitely gonna get this link out here fast because I don't want y'all to be scared to answer it because I'm about to bust some bubbles.
It's Sunday, y'all. Y'all done eating? Come on.
If y'all
Velma
don't
in
mind,
there
smash the
cooked
like
at like
button for me
1:30.
too on your way in.
AK Lover, what it is? What's
What's up,
poppin'?
Kaba?
Hit boy, what up? Kaba
Howard
working this
J,
weekend?
what's going on, brother? Make sure y'all smash that like button for me if y'all don't mind. So, but I'm gonna go. People will get in here. They'll make their way in and they'll join this conversation. So I want to know, how do you determine or how do you test reliability?
Or do you at all?
Or do you at all? Now, let me expound. Here I go again with these words, boy.
Boy, you get $1.50 for that one.
Hey man, listen. Last live I was on my square. I'm still on it.
Mm-hmm.
So let me dig in a little deeper. Oftentimes I will hear someone say they will compare brands, and I don't care. I'm not here to talk about Olight. I'm not here to talk about Hollow Sun or nothing specific. But I do know that people have this tendency to only buy certain stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So what I want to know is, how do you determine or test liability? So you'll hear somebody say, man, listen, I ain't messing with that such and such, be a firearm. I ain't buying that. I'm gonna go with this SIG or this Glock or this HK, because boy, them things is proof. They tried and true. It's proven this is what they do. And the military got the contract to skin the belief of the enemy that never had it. And they ran 1 million and 17 million rounds through the gun that never had it of nothing. So what I'm trying to say, so you say, well, man, I went and bought this one because it's tried and true. So my question tonight becomes, how do you know the one that you have in your possession is like that one? Can y'all help me out?
I hear
Hold
what
on,
you're
I'm
saying.
gonna take it a step further. Now I'm about shots fired right here. Anybody who wants some smoke? Because I'm about to tell you. And I know people. I got my own homies that be around me snobbed out. I know a whole bunch of them. And they all are very specific about what they buy and why they buy it. Right? You with me, Billy? Because if Billy with me, everybody with me.
I'm on board.
So they do this, right? And then every time I see a post from all of you specific type buyers and people about this stuff, every time I see your Trichicon, SRO, and all this super expensive, your RMRs, you know what they look like? They look like this one. They look brand new. I mean, look beautiful. Look, I'm talking about look amazing. Look untouched, unscratched, untested.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Somebody help me out here.
Yeah. So the testing process is a watching process, a listening process.
Talk that talk, Billy. Talk it.
A chatting process. There's not a lot of people that's willing to put what they consider their hard-earned money into beating down the brakes of anything that you purchased to prove to yourself that what you purchased is a good buy, a reliable buy.
Is it safe to say? Is it safe to say everybody's reliability is different?
It is.
Boy, your boy they got deep. Your boy they got deep out here, man. So
how many SIGs you got? You got about a couple.
4, 5, maybe.
Yeah, a few, you know. Now, I done heard people stray away from SIG.
Yeah, they say when you drop it, it be busting. So you drop that mug, boom,
going off. Never seen it in my life. I've never seen it.
I've never seen it either. Granted, I don't think I ever dropped one of them.
I haven't. I dropped a few guns. I have dropped a few guns and probably
I've dropped guns. I don't think I've dropped one of the SIGs.
Not the
to know
SIG.
if that is an accurate assessment.
How can I throw away my entirety of
hey, what's going on, young man?
Guns.
Hey. How you doing, Billy?
What up, Jay?
How you doing?
How you feeling?
All's good. All is good. Your question, reliability on a gun.
So not just a gun, everything.
Oh,
so,
right.
Gun, accessories.
You know how it is always come to gun because you're that guy.
Yeah.
That was dope.
But now when it comes to the
like
gun,
you worked on that.
I done dealt with different guns. But now Glock is something that I feel is reliable.
Hold on.
Listen.
Wait, let me get some context first. I need to find out who you are. So
I'm J through GS Farms. I'm the one that came to you last year sometime, and I just watched. But now
you're here. Where you from?
I'm about 3 hours from you.
Okay. And then where?
I'm by Savannah.
Savannah, what? Illinois? Because that ain't 3 hours from
I thought you was in Georgia, bro.
Oh, now he in Illinois.
I'm in Illinois.
Oh.
I'm in Chicago, man.
I'm part of Chicago.
Okay, don't worry about it. Savannah's beautiful. But listen to this.
I lived on the south side of Chicago.
Oh, okay, my man. How long have you been in the firearm?
Let me see. Since 79.
Damn, when you said 70, we was good. Damn. That was enough for qualification. Now we can talk. You said that you say Glock, you just feel like that's
what I'm saying. Everybody has their own reliability. And
so you agree with that statement.
The only thing I can tell you about is weapons that I actually dealt with. And that was mostly military weapons. And then after the military, I had 38 and 45 and the 40. But
Okay.
now the Glock 9mm, I love it. It's everything I need when I need it. It's not enough rounds, but it's everything I need when I need it.
Now I'm about to ask you a real trick question here, so I'm gonna need you to listen carefully. How many times have you needed it?
Okay, that's a good word right there.
Oh, boy, you ain't talking.
Listen. It's better to have and not need than to need and not have it.
Yeah, I agree with
hear
that. That was absolutely not my question, though. My question was,
it stays with me. It stays with me.
Hey, he gave you a Zach. He gave you a Zach right there.
He went all around the question. So my question is, how many times have you needed it to be able to say? Because imagine somebody come to you and say, "Hey, man, I'm looking for something reliable." Again, does not matter what it is, the firearm, the accessory, regardless of what it is. They just come to you and say, "Hey, man, could you recommend something reliable to me?" And you might say, "You know what? I'll go to Glock. Glock is my go-to." And then if the question gets deeper and ask you, why is Glock your go-to? And aside from people say it's tried and true, the military and police officers use them, get away from that part. I want to know how you know that it's what's being said.
Okay, for the simple reason is,
hey, Erica.
Billy, tell your wife there's no mangoes up here right now. We're talking business.
Man, Erica, no, Erica.
I was trying to see if there was mangoes up here.
No,
no mangoes.
Oh man.
No.
You gotta send you some.
Oh, I hope y'all ain't talking about no ground mango. Don't mean something else. Just
that's a whole nother thing, bro. That's a whole nother thing.
That's what I'm scared of. If Erica's involved and you say something and it could have double meanings, it's weird. But anyway, let's get back to this Glock conversation.
Right.
So now, if you see in the comments, just a few things back, James Fisher said Glocks are no longer reliable.
Okay. So he says it's no more. He says it's not reliable.
What's up?
Hey, why don't you turn your phone this way so you don't be messing up my view, bro?
Well, they're playing headlong and shit.
I know it's headlong as hell, but why you don't just there you go, turn them now we talking. Look at that. Don't that look better?
It do, you're right.
That's just better overall, man. What's going on with you, bro?
Same old, man. I'm listening to the reliability.
Oh man, I can't wait to hear what you have to say. You always have a cool opinion. But yeah. I'm trying to get this brother J3Gs to tell me. Because you still ain't said nothing.
I'm speaking about my reliability.
9 minutes and ain't told me why.
Hey, life is hard, but we deal with it.
Yes, sir.
Hey, with the 9mm, the Glock, it's accessible for me. It's always handy. And anytime I feel that I need it, it's able. Now, I done shot this fella more than enough times.
This sounds like what him say.
I done shot it more than enough times, and I had a good performance
every time.
Good performance every time.
All right. Let's push back to the point where you purchased it. Was there any hearsay that made you say, it sounds, I'm hearing good things about this gun? Because a lot of guns you can't really shoot until you buy them.
You got it.
Right. Actually, I was watching I don't even know his name, but I was watching a fella on YouTube, and I used to carry my 40 on me, but then due to the circumstances and stuff changing and everything, I said I need something smaller to keep with me. And I play with it, but when I play with it by myself.
Say that different.
Whoa.
I play with it by myself.
No,
yeah.
Now we talking.
I hope so.
We talking about this 9mm straight up. We talking about the 9mm. Now, I tested myself
I strike that from
to make sure it does what I want it to do.
Yeah.
And I've
put it through its paces on your
man, let me tell you something. I like you, man. You're a cool guy. But you ain't said shit.
You ain't said nothing, bro.
Hey, life is hard.
You've been talking for 9 minutes and ain't said nothing. You still ain't told me. You ain't answered the question. How do you know that it's reliable? Like, how do you know? How do you test to know? Now, I respect what you're saying. I'm giving you a hard time. I respect that you say, hey man, when I grab my Glock, I take it out wherever I'm going to the range, or whenever I need it to perform, it performs. I get it. But oftentimes people have reasoning behind why they buy certain firearms and why they don't buy certain firearms. Like if you told me, well, I grab my Glock and I go to the range, and every time I grab it, it fires. And then if I turn around and told you my PDP do the same thing, does that make those guns equal?
No.
It doesn't.
Because no, because what you're using, I'm not using. So whatever gun you got, you say it's most reliable to you.
Confuse me.
But it's not reliable to me if I never used it or if I've never shot it.
True that.
It's not reliable to me.
That's
now this Glock. This Glock I can tell you about. The Glock
what can you tell me? What can you tell me right now that's going to convince me that Glock 9mm that you use is reliable?
Well, the only thing I can tell you right now, 15
seconds.
The only thing I could tell you, it'll kill a deer in a heartbeat. Now, that I can tell you. That I can tell you.
He out here moving like a panther.
Moving like a panther. Man.
Well, now listen up,
boy.
Hey, you gotta realize something. You're into guns totally. I'm into guns for a purpose.
Mm-hmm. You don't think I'm into guns for a purpose?
Well, your purpose is all about guns. My purpose is about 1, 2, 3, about 4 guns in there. That's about it.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm not going to agree.
So what made you buy the Glock first? What made you go get the Glock?
Because it was smaller. It was smaller.
You telling me there's no more small guns out there but Glocks?
No, true, that's true. But this is one that I actually saw, and I saw an individual firing it. And he had 2 problems with it, but I liked it. And hey, I shot 45s in the military, so I said, okay, it got to be good for me. I got it, and it's been good. That fella been in my pocket for over 6 years now.
You need to clean it.
Hey, you late. I did that the other day. I did a video on that.
Well, look here, man. Let me get to some other people. I really appreciate you checking in.
Not a problem. I didn't come to stay nowhere, bro.
Not answer my question. That was great. And the next time when you come on, I want you to answer that. I want you to have a good answer for me, brother. But I appreciate you checking in.
Hey, straight up, like I said, hey, I'm a farmer. I don't play with guns and all that stuff. You a gun man. I'm not a gun man.
No, fair enough. I respect that. So I respect you coming on here, at least giving me your 2 cents, man.
You got it because you love guns and stuff. Me, I use it as a purpose. That's it.
I dig it.
I got it to use when I need it, not wish I had it.
Mm-hmm. I hear that.
I'm trying not to say too much because I don't want it to go too far. But I respect that. I respect that. No, we both have very similar purposes for firearms. I just happen to, on top of my purpose, be a gun enthusiast that actually likes to collect and get into the sport of it as well. So that's just.
I put it this way. Now, my brother, he's in North Carolina. I told him to look you up and watch you for the simple reason he got the mind you got concerning guns and stuff.
Tell him to come on here. When he knows.
He just got into guns. He just got into guns 2 years ago, and he's a fool with it.
Tell your brother to check in with me then.
I did. I told him to check you out.
All right. Hey, Steve.
But like I said, I'm not gonna stay. Get on with your show, bro.
Thank you, my brother. I appreciate you checking in for real.
J3, be safe, brother.
Be easy, man.
All right, peace, man.
Peace.
Hey, Airplane, what's up?
Man, what's up, man?
You still got a chance to give me a civilized answer because J3 ain't say nothing.
Okay, see, my thing is, I really don't have just okay. My choice, I carry a SIG daily. That's my gun of choice.
See, a
But
lot of people would think you was crazy.
I know they will. Everybody talk what they talk about the SIGs. Now, me personally,
You
when I
carry a
first picked
320?
sometimes, not often, no. Usually I carry the macro, but I have carried I carry the M18 sometimes. M18 does have the safety on it though. Now, even with that though, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. What they say about the SIG, truthfully, I don't believe that. I don't believe guns shoot themselves. I've never seen that happen. Gun only shoots usually when you pull the trigger.
He said, I don't
You know
believe
what I'm
guns
saying?
shoot themselves.
Yeah,
They don't.
I seen the guy even on the YouTube video, and I'm gonna be honest, it looked like the gun was not holstered properly. Like he bumped into the prisoner when it was a whole bunch of funny stuff that happened. And I'm just like that's not every time they supposedly showed something on that, it didn't look right to me. But when I got my SIG and I first picked it up and shot it, as soon as I pointed and shot it, I mean I didn't even know how to properly look down sights at the time. I shot right where I was trying to shoot at, and it hit then. When I grabbed the Glock and tried that, listening to everyone else, I couldn't shoot the Glock worth nothing. Now, I admittedly couldn't shoot well then. I did not know what I know now.
Yeah, you're going to kick off an argument with that. But listen, let me say this. I want to kind of get into, I don't want to get away from the topic. So I'm not even concerned with what people think is better. Any of that. I just want to know, how do you determine reliability? Doesn't matter what the fire. It don't even got to be a firearm. It could be a red dot. It could be a scope. It could be whatever.
Besides my little test that I do myself, as far as me putting my whatever gun or whatever tool through the works, it'll probably be YouTube video. I listen to a lot of what people say.
That's what I was listening for. Now, what's your little test though?
As far, I mean, with a firearm in particular, is me putting around, a certain amount of rounds through it, a certain different type of rounds. Before I usually don't clean
this with
guns.
every firearm you buy, or only the ones that you consider defense firearms?
The ones I think that I'm gonna carry, those ones. And I'm gonna be honest, that's all of my. I only buy pretty much defense firearms. Yeah.
Okay.
That's what
So now it's a thing that I like to do with certain firearms. So I have these guns when it comes to pistols and handguns. I call them my workhorse guns, right? So that might be like the Glock, the PDP, the Springfields, these are my workhorses, right? These ain't the pretty guns that I'm just going to be accurate with at the range or competition style guns. These are what I call the workhorses. For those, I like to run. This is my reliability test. I'm gonna go and get me 10, 15 rounds, maybe run a magazine of different types of hollow points through it, different types of FMJs through it, maybe some reloads, whatever I have ammo-wise. I like to mix up the magazine, mess around with it, and just see if the gun runs. Right? Try out the different mags and do it. That's about the extent of what I can do in terms of reliability.
What else can you do? I mean, I'm not going to go.
You are getting me to my point, my brother, and I appreciate you for this. And I really want to hear other people chime in.
Yeah, I don't.
You ever listen to YouTube or you listen to somebody have a conversation, especially gun nuts? Boy, they can give you some of the most technical shit you've ever heard about why this gun or this product is better.
That's why I get mad about the Olight thing. I don't have no issues with Olights or some of the other little cheaper lights. If I had them and they worked and it's bright enough, it's a light.
Again, we back to the same question. How do you test the reliability? Roadblock is in here. What's up, Roadblock? That's my boy too. But I think him and I have a difference in opinion on certain things like that. He'll tell you in a heartbeat, man, I ain't buying that.
Yeah, I know. Roadblock.
I'm not buying that. I'm not buying that gun. I'm not buying that.
And I'm gonna say this. I understand. I understand how people like that.
I respect whatever anybody.
Yeah, I'm new to it, so a lot of what people think is the shit, I may not know. You know what I'm saying? It's like shoes with people. Some people go, "What are those?"
But this the thing, bro. I'm trying to argue with them off of the night. Listen, They don't know either.
They only heard.
They haven't
They
been
don't
in,
know
they
either.
haven't
Like
been in
when
no,
you say, man, I don't know, maybe, bro, he said this one was this. Because you know what they're gonna tell you? Every time somebody starts talking about a particular product, you know how they feel like they win an argument when they start talking over your head.
yeah, right. When
They're
they
gonna
know
start
more than you,
using
when they know
terminology that you don't
yeah,
understand, and they're gonna say something. Well, you know, it had a luminotic impingement, and they installed that wire in all of these particular lights, which gives it a lifetime thing, and it could take a bolt of lightning and still keep ticking, you know, and even if you took the batteries out, it'll still run because it remembers that it's supposed to run. Like they'll just tell you anything, right?
yeah.
But in most cases, I've never seen dudes testing the things in the way that for the reasons they say they bought it.
Yeah.
So if you talked about somebody that'll say, I bought this gun, this AR-15, this pistol, because this thing will go. They used to argue with me about the Strybog and
I'm gonna be
other
honest.
PCCs, right? Well, this PCC had 150,000 rounds ran through it without a hiccup. It don't even run hot. And then my question becomes, how many rounds you ran through the one you got?
How you know that one can do that?
Did you run that same test that you said they ran on a video that you watched, right? Can videos be manipulated?
Yeah.
I'm not saying they are.
I ain't saying they ain't.
I'm not saying they ain't.
I'm not saying people don't, you know, change their opinion for you know,
yeah,
it's reliable. Yeah, it's my favorite trigger, my favorite optic.
I mean,
so go
if you
again,
ask me, a lot of that is that everything is influenced mostly by money. Is whether if they're influencing by paying people, or some people just like stuff mostly trendy because it costs the most, and ain't nothing wrong with that because a lot of stuff is like people do that in other things.
That's why
too.
I have this weird respect
People
for
do that with cars and shoes and everything.
I have this weird respect for people that I call gun snobs, right? Because I feel like they basically telling me that I buy this because it's the shit, because it costs so much money, because it looks so dope, because do you know, I was having this conversation with Billy the other day and I told him, when you think about it, most of the really expensive guns are the most finicky.
Yeah, you can't shoot it. You can't shoot it. You got to shoot certain ammo through them. You got to clean them every time you shoot them, and
that type of stuff.
Man.
So when you start spending that high value, high dollar amount on these firearms, those be the ones that are the most finicky. They might not run this. They don't run that. They weird. You can't put this. You got to, you know, that's crazy. So, but it is what it is because that's what they choose to do. See, most people don't use those firearms for defense. They're usually just competition guns or just show guns for the internet or whatever. Now, but when we start talking about real shit that you're gonna use, reliability. How do you test it? Is there a way for us to test it other than to run a couple magazines through it? Maybe run some different ammo through. How do you send it through the rigorous test that it's claimed to be able to withstand?
Mm-hmm.
I'll just shoot them till they nasty. That's it. Until it looks dirty and it look like I put it through a lot. And it works.
So I'm gonna give a company a shameless plug, right? And they sponsored a video for me. They sent me some optics out or whatever. I haven't put the video out yet, but I want to get a dude some credit. So you heard of these guys yet? The Gideon people?
Yep.
So you see they got the optic that resembles like an SRO. It's called the Omega.
Yeah.
Right. And I think most of the optics are right around $200 right?
Mm-hmm.
I was at the show over the weekend. So I run into the dude that runs the company. And, you know, he had already said the stuff. I said, yeah, man, you know, I've been messing around with it. I'm gonna get the video out on it. So I tell him, I say, I like that Omega. It looked pretty good on my echelon. I say, I tested it, testing to see if it was gonna hold zero. This is what made me want to do this live, because I'm thinking as I'm talking, it's only so much. What else am I supposed to do other than beat it up?
Yeah.
Right. So I tell him, I say, I really wanted to torture it and beat it up, but it looked nice, man. So I didn't want to, tear the thing up. He said, no, I'll ship you out another one Wednesday. Beat it up. Send it through the test. Whatever you want to do to it. He's like, beat it up. I say, well, all right. Hey, how you doing, Miss Wilson?
That sounds trusting to me.
To me, I'm gonna give him props.
Yeah.
Who tells you just to go?
Who gonna tell you to go? Yeah, try and break it. Right.
All right, cool. You ain't said nothing but a word to a dictionary. Boy, I like doing that. I'm gonna go throw that mug all around the range. You hear me?
Now, let me ask you this. When it does come to reliability tests per se, are we going a little extreme on testing the reliability?
Yes, 100%. Because
I would say try to actually break it and see what it can take.
But listen to me, bro. Think about how I'm talking to you personally now. How would you possibly break an optic? Give me a scenario on how you would break it.
He said I wouldn't break one.
I'm saying even if it was the same. What's the worst case scenario? You probably drop the gun.
I drop it on drop it. Now I've cracked
it fall out the case or something. Yeah. Right? Or you bump into a wall. These are kind of the only ways that the average person would be able to break an optic, right? Or damage it or whatever. So if I'm doing some extreme test to beat it up, that's unrealistic.
Mm-hmm.
How many times are you gonna be underwater with an optic?
Never.
That's like
if you are, the situation that got quite bad.
Yeah.
They say 0 to 60 in 3 seconds. Who the fuck need to do that?
Exactly. For real.
Who need to do that?
For real. I
got a baby seat. I ain't doing all that.
I was just gonna make that my next point. Like some of the things you could do with some of these cars, and like, no, you can't even test that. You can test 0 to 60, but who's gonna really get on the straightaway if you're not really a drag racer and see if this car can make it to 0 to 60 in 3 or 4 seconds?
It's a minivan.
Exactly.
So
see, like what Joe say.
But why?
That's what I be saying.
Why?
I can't see the chat.
Well, that's the thing, though. See, to me, that was when the guy was confident to say, "Go ahead, break it, beat it up."
Yeah, that's
to me that's a dude just standing behind
their product. Yeah,
So I can't wait to go and beat the hell out of it just for the hell of it.
No disrespect or no changing what that is, because to me that I've heard nothing but positive reviews about this company. But I done been at some fruit stands where the guy said it was the most sweet watermelon you ever gonna taste, and it tastes like fucking water.
Right. I might do one little test on the optic and it break.
Like, honestly, with optics, I'm not really a crazy optic person. My first kind of better gun I bought was a SIG, so I bought a SIG optic, and all my other optics are pretty much SIG because that's what you got first. It worked, and I don't see a reason to have to spend all that money on some of this other stuff when I got the shaker weight and everything else I feel like I need. I don't think I need the Holosun, solar things. It's cool. I would like to have one, but no, I haven't bought that yet.
Patrick. What a statement. What's up, Pimp? Parasite. What's up, everybody? I didn't get a chance to speak to.
What up, though?
Patrick, what a statement. June, what's happening, bro? This is what I'm saying. Pat, that's a great statement he just made. Is a torture test necessary on an optic? Is it necessary on if you're not the military? Right? You just need to kind of test it when you shoot it. Like, you want to see what it's doing. Some people are, they'll be like, man, and I'm gonna tell you like this. Say I go buy a gun and I take it to the range for the first time, and I start shooting it, and then it have a malfunction, right? Failure to feed, failure to eject or something. I damn near don't want the gun no more. Some people just overlook that. Oh, it's probably the ammo.
I don't like
Well,
that.
shit, what if it was the ammo when I needed to use
When I
it?
need it, yeah, when they had to get used, right?
So, you know, I needed to run everything.
Mm-hmm.
When them Workhorse guns, I need them to run everything. Shout out to
That's
the gun.
usually what I buy.
I just ordered from him a bunch of steel case 9mm. I don't even run steel case through my knives. But for these Workhorse guns, I'm about to run some steel through them. I just want to see what they do. I want to run it through the Glock, through the PDP. I want to see what they do. I'm just curious to see what guns will run it, which ones won't.
Hey, I just bought my first Glock yesterday because everybody been, like you hear so much good, and my experience in the past has not been good, but I'm like, I know a little bit more now. Let me go and try a Glock. Like, so I'm gonna put me together a little Glock 19 project, but I've never owned one of them, man, because they've not. Out of what everybody says is so great about it, it ain't been a great experience. Everybody,
I got a project going on right now with a Glock 19.
yeah.
Shout out to Radio.
I just ordered mine.
Yeah, got the.
So Airplane, I'm gonna get with you on that. I had a few Glocks, and they're not my preference. There's a few Glocks to me that's like you want to get your hands on them, the 20 to 34, but as far as performance, I'm not a Glock fan, and it's not that they don't fire every time I pull the trigger. I just can't shoot them well.
Exactly. That's exactly what my issue
no matter
is.
what the fuck I do.
Now, what happened to me at the meetup? My man from Illinois, D-Lo, he had the 43X with the P Parker mount comp on it. That thing, I shot that great. It felt great. And that was the first time I shot a Glock and was like, man, I never could shoot these things. And I shot that perfect. So I'm like, okay, let me try and maybe put one of the comps on it. That's why I said I'm gonna get the Radiant Ramjet and do the 19. But I ain't never shot these things.
Let me ask you, what made you buy the Ramjet? Is it because everybody talking about it?
Yeah. And it looked good. Honestly, it looked good. That thing looked good. I ain't gonna lie. Besides that, I don't think none of them cops on Glocks look good. None of them. That Ram looked good.
So I would hear people talk about it all the time. I mean, I heard a lot of people talking about it, mentioning it. It never pushed me to go buy it. Then I went down to an event and got a chance to shoot the 17 with the Ramjet on there, and I was able to feel the difference. It made me want one. Now, thank God the company was nice enough to send it out, but that made me interested. I'll be right back.
I'll take your time. So I got this story, right? So I have the metal, the M&P metal, and the M&P competitor, right? So shout out to Joseph. When the metal came, there was an Overwatch Precision trigger in it. Shit was flawless, beautiful, amazing. And then I ended up getting the competitor and put the identical same trigger in the competitor. And I was having all kinds of issues. Talk to Big Dre 357. Hey, bro, this trigger give me issues. Let me know, man. Is it something that possibly is done wrong in the trigger, in the installation? He said, man, them shits are terrible. The worst trigger I ever dealt with. I ain't messing with them no more. I was like, damn, they kind of let down. Like, I don't got a lot of custom triggers and shit. So what happened was I did some research. I called the company. There was something that I did wrong personally on my side. And one of the springs were upside down. That's it. Took it back to the range right after the meetup. That motherfucker is my favorite gun, period.
Wow.
Period.
Which one is that again, man?
The competitor. You were there when it was giving issues.
Yeah.
it would give a dead trigger or it'll shoot fully auto. All because of one spring. Now that was user error or installation error. And somebody done gave me this whole spiel on how that company is trash, non-reliable because of their experience. And I could have continued that and been on a platform like this and say, oh, no, don't go with Overwatch Precision. Shit.
Gave up on it, yeah.
And gave up on it. I'm glad I
Right.
didn't. And I had to test
Right.
my own. You know what I'm saying? I had to put it through my own paces. Shit, man. Like I said, man, shout out to Joseph. That's my favorite damn setup ever. And I would have never known about Overwatch.
Right.
You
So
know what I'm
like
Gotta
for
test
me,
it yourself.
I'm still not one of those guys that go and upgrade triggers and do a lot of
I
stuff
know.
to the pistols. Now, yeah, of course, there's a ton of curiosity for me because I'm still growing in the space. So there's still a lot of stuff that I be wanting to, you know, when you hear people talk about it, that
Yeah,
your peers, the peer pressure is a real thing.
exactly.
Like I'll hear
It
certain
is,
stuff
man.
and be like, oh, okay, damn, that seemed cool. You know, I would absolutely love to check that out. But
You
you
see
know,
what Joe Boy say?
what's that?
Simple statement, but hella true. They judge from a sample size. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Yeah.
My bad, fat guy. He had to pay for some information. Man, I'm gonna send you $2 back. It's the Gideon, the Omega. That's like the SRO. They also got one that's sort of like they seem to be, you know, cloned after some of the popular optics because they got this one that's called a Rock. That's kind of like a RMR. But they got, you know, the one that I've been shooting the most has been the Omega, the one that looked like the SRO. I'll be shooting on the Echelon because I've been trying to run the Echelon more. And then, so by having that optic on there, I'll be wanting to just keep testing and see how well. Like Roblox say, I like to get in a real sunny day and see if the dot is clean. You know, if it's bright enough. You know, so it been doing okay so far. I have not had an issue out of it enough.
Yeah.
Just like my first gun ever was a High Point before I knew anything about a gun. That gun never not worked. That gun is always, when I tried to shoot it, it shot. When I listen, and I get why people, you know, it's a cheap gun, definitely, but this is something don't cost the most, don't mean it's not reliable. Like, I don't believe in all that.
See, think about what you're saying.
I'm not,
like, if somebody got a firearm and they buy it, and maybe, I don't know, for some reason something in that firearm was bad, it could be an overall good gun, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick on Roblox for a minute. He liked the PDP. I love the PDP myself. But imagine somebody got a PDP and say, man, this gun terrible. It's always hanging up. It's, you know, I'm getting failures all the time. It don't want to shoot certain stuff. I don't like it. It's too snappy. But you ain't never experienced an issue with it. Who's reliable is right.
Yeah. And often the reliable doesn't rely on one item.
Don't you do that, Billy.
I'm just saying.
It relies on your item.
Out if that gun was giving you problems or that ammo was giving you problems. Then you got to figure out if that optic was giving you problems.
Okay, so the same thing with the competitor. When you were shooting it and whatever was going on, I was like, man, that gun trash. I was messing with Billy while I was there. Gun garbage, bro. I ain't never touching that thing. But now it runs amazing. So basically, it probably was never anything wrong with the gun in the first place. Maybe just something installed wrong, a bad spring, anything. That's possible too. But again, I don't want to get straight too far away from the topic. How do you guys, and I'm asking everybody out here, hi Gina, how you doing? How do you guys test reliability? Like we kind of answered it. I mean, we could only run a couple magazines. I like to run different ammo through stuff, see what it does. Once I get past that, I don't know what to tell you.
I go too much further. That's all I need.
But I may even say this, and I know some people ain't gonna agree with this. If something do give me like a problem or something, and I maybe have to tinker with it or something, and then it gives me 500 good rounds, I may consider it reliable now.
Now,
well,
are you more in tune with your carry guns than you are with the ones you don't carry?
Yeah. If I'm carrying it, I'm a little bit more pickier with like I don't.
You switch off on your carries from time to time?
Oh no. I switch a lot with carries.
You
Yeah,
do switch a lot.
I got about 6 different guns, and I carry all of them.
Some people say you shouldn't do that. Now,
I don't believe that.
If you switch a lot, and I mean, do you carry with red dots?
Yeah.
Now, do you trust? Let's just say you got this firearm that you're carrying right now, and you carry it for about 2-3 weeks. But then you're gonna switch it up. I'm gonna go in the safe. I'm finna put this one in the safe, grab this one, boom. Yeah. Do you just put it in the safe, grab the other one, throw it on your hip, or do you take that other one to the range first, make sure it's still sighted, everything good, before you recarry it? Or do you just trust that it stays sighted and you go?
I tested enough when I first get it. After that, I feel like when I sporadically go to the range, it seems like enough. But no, I switch my guns like shoes. Today is gonna be this one. Today is gonna be that one. I've tested them all. Feel like they work good enough. It's about 5, 6 of them. I don't think I know a lot of people don't see that being a good idea, but that's what I do. I
only ask that question if they got red dots because I've seen where dots could lose 0.
Hey, let me say,
I have seen that. That has happened to me lately. I've noticed dots getting loose, and I have to tighten them up. I didn't always Loctite them also. Now, I'm not saying that ones that have been Loctited haven't became loose, but that's true. That's happened. That's also why all my guns also have suppressor sights on them. That's how I know they're off when they are.
My experience, and this might relate to a lot of people, I end up taking my red dot off of my carry gun because the battery died. That don't change the reliability of the optic. It was the reliability of me. Now you got to put yourself into the equation. How reliable are you to be on time and changing batteries and going to the range and re-zeroing if you have to?
It's the exact reason, and this is only for me, maybe because I'm still kind of new to the whole technical world of it. I chose not to carry with a red dot, even though I purchased a firearm specifically to carry with the red dot. When I got my 2.0 optic ready, I was totally prepared to carry that with a red dot. I had been training with Asian Wick. He had 2.0 with the optic on there. He carried it. Look, it's dope, right? I'm watching him. He cold with that mug too. Like it's everything right on it. I damn near did everything he did to it. I put the Apex in there. I put an optic on it, everything, but I just didn't feel right carrying with the optic.
The red dot is there for me. I want every possible advantage if I need it. I don't even think I use my red dots for real like that. Or if I'm in a stressful situation, I don't think I'm gonna be looking. I'm gonna probably be pointing and shooting. But if I 100%. Do have to, yeah. But if
that's another reason I don't understand. See, I'm gonna say this.
Why you need it? Because you're really not gonna use it. I agree with you.
At what point do you really see yourself having to use a red dot?
I plan on having to use my pocket knife, but I keep it on me every day because I feel like I'm gonna hopefully do it with this firearm and not have to go hand in hand with you.
Joe, I say you should always re-zero and verify. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I do it sometimes. So before I go to the outdoor range, a lot of times I'll even go to the indoor range. If I know I'm going to the outdoor range like the next day or in a couple of days, I go to the indoor range and make sure I'm good at a certain yardage with the red dot. Mm-hmm. And then when I take it to the outdoor range, I know if I'm shooting still at 20 yards or whatever, I know I'm good.
Yeah.
I don't be wanting to have to zero when I go to the outdoor range. So I try to get it done at the indoor range. So I'm like that. I'll retest or re-zero my guns or make sure they're good. You know what I'm saying? Now, here's something I can say to you. My personal experience. With some of the more expensive red dots, I'm only talking red dots now. I've noticed that, okay, for instance, my staccato, I've had it for probably a year now or going on. I've had the SRO on there for a long time, pretty much right after I got it, I first started out with the MPS, the Ames, and then I switched to the SRO. I've never had to re-zero that gun. Ever. I done bumped it around and
I've only had to re-zero. I've only had to re-zero the Holosun Ks. That's it. My Romeos or any of them SIGs never had to re-zero. Only the Holosun K.
Yeah, so what's up, Zach? You back?
Yeah, I'm back, man. I'm back.
Everybody safe?
My guy.
Yeah, everybody safe. Everybody good.
All right, good. So I've never had to re-zero that gun. I pull that. That's like my go-to. When I just need to hit what I'm aiming at for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I got a ton of confidence in that gun. Now, that's the thing though. Some of my other guns, I've had to re-zero. Not all of them, but a couple Holosuns I've had to re-zero. You know, I get to the range and I'm, you know, like, damn, why is that ain't hitting right? It's hitting left. It's, you know, that type of thing. So that's happened to me. And I'm also one of the worst dudes, admittedly, when it came to installing red dots.
Yeah, I be tripping too sometimes. I be thinking I know what I'm doing.
My track record had got bad, man. You know, at first it was always the dot.
What up, Patrick?
But after, you know, the fifth or sixth fly off or get loose or lose a screw, I started realizing it was me.
Yeah, it ain't the dot.
But you know who changed it for me? Not these New York knuckleheads. Actually, it was another New York knucklehead, Armel. This was recent, maybe a couple months ago. He's like, man, you gotta stop using them cheap tools. Boy, every toolbox I had, he say, man, stop using them cheap Harbor Freight tools. I must have had about 27 sets from Harbor Freight, bro.
Yeah,
that's all I had.
Mm-hmm.
So I went out and invested in a really nice bit kit.
Mm-hmm.
I finally ordered my torque wrench because I'm installing a lot of red dots. So I'm like, I got to get it right now, boy. Get your stuff together. I'm getting myself right now, you know, because I don't want to be having them weird issues.
Yeah, I got to get there. I got to get me some tools.
Man, and you ain't got to go. I spent like $30, $40 on the little tool.
Let me ask y'all this real quick. J3, it was hard to understand it, but it kind of gathered another question. In an emergency, not saying that a lot of us have been in these emergencies where we had to shoot back or at something. How guaranteed are you that you're going to be looking into a red dot during an emergency shoot or a panic shoot?
In most encounters, you're going to be point shooting.
Point shooting, right? So we go ass over fucking nuts to make sure that these red dots hold zero and batteries stay charged and all that. When generally
$700 on them,
we might not be looking through this damn red dot. We just using what we know. We're not taking our time.
On your carry gun, right? So yeah. I think this is my personal opinion. It's an old school, new school approach. A lot of old school guys are kind of stuck in the way of, nah, man, I'm sticking with these iron sights. I'm gonna point and shoot, and if it's within defense distance, I can point and shoot and hit my target.
Yeah,
right. Yeah. That's what a shooter gonna tell you. If it's within 10 yards, I don't need no dot. I'm good. So, but I think now I'm gonna tell you this.
Interesting.
Probably 50+% of people out there, man, that we see. Most of the times with these dots, bro, it's for the cosmetics.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's with me. Sometimes with me, I like the way it looks.
I'm gonna outfit the gun with this or whatever. And then some guys have become reliant on red dots because your eyes start getting bad. Because the red dot is a cheat code sometimes.
It helped them bad eyes for sure.
Yeah, it helped me shoot better, quicker.
So, I mean, I get that part of it, but a lot of guys, man, be getting these dots for.
Hey, Gina.
It's cosmetic.
Gina, what up, y'all?
And see, this another thing with me is like I got some decent guns, but a lot of my guns don't cost too much money. But if I gotta spend a whole thousands of dollars on a gun, well, I shouldn't need $1,000 red dot too. Like that's to me, that's kind of crazy. I feel like more like I'll put the expensive
$1,000 though. What the?
Well, I've seen some crazy stuff.
Say that again. What you say? What you say about you got a couple $1,000 gun? You don't need no optic that costs $1,000, $600, $700, $800. Say that again, bro.
Like, I feel like that expensive red dot should probably go on a cheaper gun that probably need the red dot better. You know what I'm saying? Like that'll make more sense.
George.
Talk that talk.
So listen, let me tell y'all something. Let me explain this.
Oh man, I'm buying cheap red dots tomorrow,
bro. Sometimes we gotta let peer pressure win, bro. You can't go out here and buy no $1,000, $1,200 gun and go put $100 pistol dot on it. You just can't.
Says who?
I don't know.
Well,
man.
first of all, says you, brother. Now that your video is out there in the air, because when Zach got his canic medal,
I succumbed to the pressure.
He was determined.
Kept telling me
he was gonna put a Viridian on there, and I said, bro, you can't go less than hollow sun on this thing.
It was the peer pressure.
The peer pressure hit everybody, even the cheapest of cheap. You see that fella sitting next to you in the red shirt?
I've seen it.
Now,
I've seen the video.
Even though Billy might be the cheapest dude on YouTube, even every time he get a gun that's worthy, this fool will take that same 507K and keep moving it.
That's right. What you supposed to do?
But he makes sure that he get the nice hollow sun on his nice gun. That's what peer pressure do to you.
You know why? Because if we don't do that, we're gonna have to hear it from one person in particular. You can't put that on there.
Bro, that's what peer pressure do to you.
It do.
I'm like, I got this nice $110 optic right here, $90 optic. I'm gonna put that on this. Gonna work. It works good. I know it works.
Armel was the dude, the first dude I ever seen on YouTube or anywhere else. This fool will have a $3,500 carbine with a $120 sight mark on it.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Proud. I'm talking about sending it in to rate your guns, and it
worked.
It didn't bother me that he was using a sight mark.
I'm not gonna send it to rate your guns.
It was bothering me that he had the audacity and was standing by it. Like, hey. Shit, he like him. He was a sight mark guy.
No, it do what it's supposed to do.
Right, they were. They were.
But I mean, listen. When I went on the hog hunt with Yoki, I had a sight mark on a 10mm carbine. Everything budget, the gun budget, and it did what it needed to do.
Round, you hit that hog with that first round, it screamed like a person.
Yeah, so it did what it needed to do. But you know what I learned? What's up, my brother? You know what I learned about the sight mark, though?
What up?
When I had that sight mark, what I learned about it was when we were down in South Florida and we in the bright sun, I couldn't see the circle. Okay. It was very hard to see. But then when we got in the trees, we got in the woods, it was perfect.
You see, and
that's true because you can, and I ain't gonna say because you get to a certain level where you will get washed out on the dot if it's too bright out because the emitter isn't powerful enough. That's what you said is all true.
Yeah. Hey, Rodney, do me a favor.
How you doing, brother?
Shed some knowledge on these brothers, especially that one up to your upper right.
Let me talk.
What did I miss? Because I went for a drive. B is that the brother airplane in the right corner?
Well, it was.
He was.
Oh shit! I was about to pray for the brother because I heard about his truck being stolen.
He got it back.
He got it back.
I wanted to blaze a beady to him, and then what's going on, everybody?
Hey man, what's up, man?
Skilly, man.
Hey, look,
Skilly, man. What's up with them?
Don't start, Rodney Brady. Do not start. I get on this man's show to act the fool. Leave me alone now. Alone.
What are you talking? I don't have to fool, Skilly.
Leave me alone, Rodney. Leave me alone.
Skilly. Listen,
Skilly,
you can make a fat joke, you can make a short joke, you can make a bald joke, but I still got you in that perm joke.
Damn.
Oh, perm Skilly. Hey man, first of all,
Skilly, yo, brother, I love you, family. You're a dope ass brother. You're a dope ass brother. I love you.
Skilly, all right, man. Don't say too much.
Skilly is a dope ass dude, man. It's dope ass brother. Dope ass bananas. I just
only thing I like about Skilly is the fact that he a family man. I don't like nothing else about him. But look at this. Dope. Look at this though. Man, how's your family? Everybody good?
Oh yeah, everybody's amazing.
New York City, how's your family, man? Everybody good?
Everybody is great.
Okay, now we got the important stuff out the way. Let me ask you this.
Yes, sir.
How do you guys determine if or when a product is reliable?
You know what? I personally got to try it myself because when I first got into firearms legally, like a lot of people in the chat, I'm not gonna front. A lot of y'all gonna front, but YouTube, internet. We're not gonna lie. Internet.
No, I believe that. I believe that.
This is good. This is that. Blah blah blah. And you shoot it. This is trash. Like when I first legally got into firearms, you would have sworn. Even I got dudes coming home right now. This still square. The Glock is the dopest handgun around. And then I shot a Canic. I shot a Walther. I shot a Sig. There are so many dope ass handguns out there. And then I got to shoot what's the 911? 1911. I said 911. Shit, bananas. One of my sons came home at 911. Shit. I can't remember right now, but a lot of it is social media, bro. Now we call it social media now, but a lot of it's internet, like peep game, right? A lot of these young MCs and people who listen to these new young rappers, they're talking about the Dracos. The Draco's a trash ass gun. It's a nice range toy to play with, but some of these kids swear to God the Draco is a banger. It's not. It's trash. Amel, son, blessed to you, family.
What up, Amel? The flex,
What up,
son?
Everybody? What up?
I seen that earlier today, my guy.
This would be a New York reunion.
I seen that.
Yo,
Skilly, you gonna give me a hug when I see you next time, son?
Bro. Chicago, my second favorite city, but they move a little bit slow though.
Damn.
Oh shit! Skilly, yo,
it's the closest thing to New York.
Talk to Armel.
It's the closest thing in New York. Nope. How about
Armel?
Thing to New York.
Put my life in danger when I'm in Chicago, B. Please.
Now, Chicago,
the closest thing in New York.
Yo, it's the closest thing to New York, and the people there are a little more pleasant. You know what I mean?
Damn.
They make Green River.
Yo,
they make a Green River downtown.
Like, what up? What up? They give you a courtesy.
What up?
You fuck around, get cursed out in New York with that shit.
Yeah, that's true. What up, fat guy?
You fuck around. You say hi to motherfucker in New York, you curse you out. You say hi to somebody in Chicago, they'll speak back. You know what I mean?
Yo, I just know the river turns green, and I have a good time every time I'm there.
Huh?
So
You gonna
it is what it is.
You said, what about the Pac-9? You see that question, bro?
I don't know what's wrong with you. Talking about the Pac-9.
What about?
But listen. Let me. I'm waiting on somebody to give me so New York City. You say usually your first info on reliability typically comes from the internet. I watch a couple videos on it, see what they're saying. If this guy or these people are saying, "Hey, it's pretty reliable," I go off of that. Skilly, what do you go off of?
Basically, the internet. You know, I'm only 9 years in the firearm game, so I ain't been in it too long. So a lot of my information is through the internet as well.
You say you 9 years?
Yeah, into the gun game.
You a veteran? Talk about 9 years.
Yeah, man. You ain't no.
I'm only 9 years.
Hey, he did that. He did that on purpose. Yeah.
Right.
So you got like
on him. You feel bad.
Arms and Jimenez is buried in the backyard. Skilly, come on, son.
Armel, what about you? How do you determine, or what's your metric on what's reliable?
It's just like the reliability aspect.
determine, like with me, it's like with people. You know what I mean? So
I have a question for you.
But let me ask this question first.
Regarding
my question first. That was rude, bro.
Let me ask this first. So it's just like with people, right? If a person is reliable, you know what I mean, you mess with them. So, you deal with some money, they check their credit. So it's a lot of credibility, you know what I mean? With whether it's an optic or a gun or a person or anything, what kind of credibility it got? What kind of reputation does it have? You know what I mean? With this name, you know what I mean? So if a person's name is good and their number is good, they're likely good. You know, and that's just basically it.
So if I break that answer down, it's hearsay, it's word of mouth.
It's not necessarily hearsay. It's like you could be a solid, you could be a solid person, but that don't mean you're a reliable person. You know what I mean? How do I know?
Listen, everything you just said, because I thought you was really finna go down some weird ass rabbit hole, but you actually made sense right there.
Yeah.
But that still don't answer the question. How do you determine when your product, or if your product,
that's the second stage of it. That's the second stage of it.
So that's what. Well, let's go to the second stage. All right, see you in a minute.
That's the second.
Okay, you back.
So the first stage is go by the reputation or the credibility of that.
That's what gets you to purchase it. That's what
one.
initiates the purchase.
The second, when you get it in your hands, how it works for you, and then that determines whether it's reliable or not. You know what I mean?
Now, do you keep value in that item, even if people say, "Nah, it's trash," and that's all
it
they
depends
heard?
What it for?
Armel, I have a question.
It depends.
Does your Armel,
what's up?
Does your military training come into question, or like?
Military don't teach you nothing. All this military stuff bullshit. 90% of the military ain't shooters.
I know that. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it doesn't. No, that doesn't have no effect.
Respect.
And most of that shit that they have in the military is trash anyway.
All right.
So what,
most of the
I'm gonna bring up,
Ramel, you're gonna have like a lot of other YouTubers bugging out right now, son. For
Well,
you,
it's true.
said,
What he said is true.
But
no, no. He's saying facts. But
I still have not had anybody aside from myself say what they do to determine if a product, the gun product, the gun itself, the accessory, whatever the case is reliable.
I use
like nobody can answer.
Can I give an answer?
Depends on what you're using it for.
Well, to me, it's not even about depending on what I'm using it for. If I get something and I use it, and after I have it over a certain amount of time, and it's still doing what it's supposed to, then for me, it's reliable.
But if you're jumping out of helicopters and shit,
if it messes up or something like that, then
uses ain't reliable, might not be reliable. But I ain't jumping out of no fucking helicopter. So sight mark.
You went to it.
Sight mark my work. You know what I mean? I ain't jumping out of no fucking helicopters or SWAT teaming cats and shit. Kicking indoors. If I'm kicking indoors, I'm gonna do it. If I'm competition shooting, it might not work for that. So it goes to you.
But it's not okay. See, I think everybody's going around or getting around the question somehow. Like all I'm saying, I'm looking for a way. Like, how do you? So when you buy something based off reputation, right? So say I hear about this gun. We know that Glock has an incredible reputation.
Right.
People have ran X amount of rounds. This gun has been tested, ran through the water, everything. But how do you know that the Glock that you have is the same as what you've been hearing?
You gotta use it. You gotta
try it out.
You won't know until
you bought it because of the rigorous testing, right? Like that's what sold me on it.
Right.
Well, yeah, but
is there something that I do from a testing perspective to know that I have that same reliability, or do I just trust that mine is reliable because everybody else says theirs is, or this is what they've gone through?
Just gotta use it.
The second one you said, you want to trust in what they're saying because you're not going. An average person is not going to do that to their gun. Let's just be real.
You know what?
Thank
I'm
you,
with Skilly
Skilly.
on that
You know
one
what, Skilly?
because-
Speaking of reputation, if we was going off reputation, we would not have expected you to be the one to give that smart answer. That in itself was the one of the dopest answers I've heard today.
But how many guys here are into cars, have rebuilt cars, tuned cars? Like, you could take a Honda or a Toyota and do things to it, and you and drag race and do your thing with it, and make it work. Nobody knows until you're there. Billy, you rode bikes.
Yeah, but
okay. Here's an answer on the screen, fellas. This is an answer. I mean, I don't know if it's the right answer.
That's the only way you can determine if something is reliable is by using
That's
it.
an answer. The question was, what do you do to determine if your product
Use it.
reliable? Not like we keep going. So when you say you use it, is there a certain amount of usage that says reliability? So if I grab a gun and say, and I run, it got a 15-round mag, I run 15 rounds through it, does that make that firearm reliable?
No.
So okay, so tell me what's your metric? How do you test a gun for reliability?
I don't even know if I count. I just keep taking it and shooting it. If it don't work and something happens to it, I say it ain't reliable. I don't even know if I count, bro.
If something happens early, it happens early.
I got guns. I don't think I have had a problem with any of the firearms I own. I swear, but I think.
What's up, Shooter?
What up, Shooter?
Yeah, what's up, y'all?
I prefer shooting some over the other.
Yeah,
true.
Hey, Parasite.
That's true too, man.
Hey, Parasite.
I prefer over other.
Oh, get yourself together, man. You can't see us.
Yeah. What's happening?
Hey, man.
Yeah.
Hey, look. Hey, help these young fellas out, man, because they all seem to be still a little wet under the ears. Tell me what you do to determine if a firearm is reliable. Well, not just a firearm, an accessory, whatever it is you might have.
Well, first of all, I do my own research, and I find out what the standards are and what is this product measured by. That's with a car or anything. I just made a car, the same type of situation. I had to go by what I know, and what I measure it by. Like Rodney said, in vehicles, you can do all kinds of things. And then the same problem is this. The one problem that I learned about this in the consumer world, I'm a mechanic by trade. I can do X, Y, Z to your vehicle at your request, but then you, the customer, if you don't believe, you'll go trade that thing off and get something else. Or somebody else say that. You can come up and you'll believe that I cost too much money, and you'll pay a crackhead to work on your car, and then come back to me with a sad story. Hey man, can you hook me up? So these types of things happen in every market. And with the guns, I look at it like this. Now, I don't have like a lot of them. I just try to buy something reliable and dependable. And so what I do is first, I do my own research. Then when I get them, sometimes I rent them, run them, and test them out. Then I make my purchase. And as I make my purchase, I try to find out what's the weak point on it. Everything has a weak point. Everything has a mechanical reliability flaw. Everything does. If you got moving parts, so what's going to improve it? What can I do to make sure that it will maintain and sustain what I need? And then it comes to the point that I believe, I develop a faith that it's going to be there to do what I needed to do. As far as a gun, it's going to go bang. If it go bang with a trigger, that's what I need.
That's one of the best answers I've heard.
So that's why one of mine.
I believe it. I just believe that it's reliable. Like that's okay. That's a fair answer, because the question is more specific. What do you do once you got it? You did the research. All right, I saw this, and this. I got everything I need. Now I'm gonna make the purchase. Now I have it in my hand. Is there a criteria where you say, "Yep, this is gonna perform good enough for me to carry it every day and trust my life with it"?
Then
peace. I gotta go. Peace.
It depends on how you are to be swayed the other way, because there's facts that'll show that the one gun that you think is thebomb.com, somebody messed around and it hung up and got them killed. You'd be like, man, I thought that was this and that. There's always something, a failure factor that can occur. It could be human error. It could be whatever. So
it could be the other part of the reliability, like
so
what type of
reliability is not an absolute thing.
Exactly.
There is no absolute possibility of it. It's all about the probability that when I grab it, chances are so many times out of so many that it's gonna go bang, and that's the intent. I'm talking about.
That's like when you said periscope. Like after you use it, you determine in your head that that's what it is. You make the determination. It's not based on like this just said. You can do 1,000 rounds. When you get to 1,001, it might fail.
Hey, but I respect what he just said. I don't think reliability is an absolute thing.
I agree.
I've kind of been waiting on somebody to say something along those lines.
That's what I was just about to say. Sorry, GG. I was just about to say that I don't want to cut y'all off or take too much of your time. I got to get back to these kids anyway. But the reason that the way I look at something as reliable, not really, there is no way for you to tell it unless you are in a combat situation more than one time with that item. Like, really, it's just, you can't tell. Like, you can just go into something, and if it happens, it happens. Then you'll be able to say, hey, this didn't work because of this. But otherwise, all it is you going on somebody else's story, or that's it. Like the scar. I'm thinking about getting the scar, but I changed my mind on that because of all the bad stories I hear. I hear great stories, but I hear bad stories too. How it's an optic killer, the reciprocating charging handle, beat people up, all that kind of stuff. It just depends on who you talk to, what they put it through. I mean, you can go crawling around the woods, throwing it in the water and all that kind of stuff, like I see a bunch of YouTubers doing. But honestly, that really doesn't show it either. That all it shows is that you clean your gun good.
I respect that answer. See, and I was that's kind of my take on it. Like, I be feeling like all I can do is run some rounds through the gun.
Yep.
Maybe run some different ammos through it. If that gun holds up, I gotta trust it. I gotta trust it. It's gonna hold up.
You know what? Fat Guy with Guns bought a Prodigy when the Prodigy was getting trashed. Nobody wanted to touch this gun. He said,
I heard
gun
about
ain't
that.
never failed me a bit. Bit.
We talking about like failure rates though. Like
we ain't. That's what
because what I'm saying is, Billy, is that your failure rate, okay, you have 100,000 prodigies go out into the wilderness, right? They in the streets. And then you have a certain amount of them that fail, right? So then that's your failure rate. So then that's why people were sending them in, and Springfield recognized that some of them were failing. So they allowed people to send them in. They redid them, and then they sent them back out. So their failure rate was really high on the Prodigy. Now on the Echelon is perfect. Damn near. The only thing that's wrong with the Echelon right now is the magazines. So they're sending people magazines because their magazine company or whatever, somebody had a mishap with the machine, failure rate. So we're talking about a Glock has a lower failure rate than, say, a High Point. Glock been on the market for a long ass time. It has a reputation of reliability. That's where we go with that.
Let me cut you off though.
I'm agreeing with that.
No, everything he just said is dope. My question was, knowing all of that could be, like Armel said, that would be the reason to make me make the purchase. Right? I understand failure rate. This is what's happening.
So what is it good for you is what you're saying. How do you determine reliability?
How do you determine it? Like,
I would say this. Most people, and I would say 60 to 70% of people in our community will literally buy a gun, put 100 rounds through it, and label it reliable.
That's me.
And be like, oh, that's reliable, and then they'll put it in the safe, and then that's a reliable gun.
I know how Roblox does it. I know how Roblox checks its reliability. He just grabs it and squeezes it as hard as he can. If it don't,
oh, here you go, man. That would
like gold.
That would be Zach, because Zach the one with the big gorilla mitts. That's Zach. That ain't me. No, but like, okay, so I kind of run my shit different. Like you said, RGG. If your battle tested guns, like your ones that your battle guns, they gotta run. They gotta run everything, right? Now, if I'm going to an AR class, like I got one coming up next month, I'm taking a couple firearms. I'm taking my AR. We are going to run the shit out of those guns, right? That's how I'm going to determine how some of the stuff that I got, because yeah, everything can fail. Just like Parasite said, everything has a failure rate. Anything can fail. It's made by man and machines or whatever. It can fail. You got to put it through its paces to actually be like, hey, all right, I trust this gun a little bit more than I trust every other gun, because ultimately it may fail. Nothing is going to be 100% foolproof. So how I'm going to run this, I'm going to run the hell out of these guns like I don't love them. Like when we was in Indiana, I was throwing my shit on the ground. Like, they're tools. They're meant to be disrespected. Not in an unsafe way, but they're meant to be disrespected. I want to test this gun to see if it will fail. I got a Glock. What's it? My CZP-10. My CZP-10 got 3,500 rounds through it. My P10C got probably about 3,500 rounds through it. I've had, out of those 3,500 rounds, I've had 4 or 5 light primer strikes, but that was me. That was user error because I changed out the striker spring. And when I put the factory striker spring back on, I had no failures.
But how about this?
So, I mean,
3,000 rounds through a stealth out platypus, and I've never had a malfunction.
That's dope. Yeah, I got that.
I've never had a malfunction.
I would say that's a reliable gun. I would say that's a reliable gun.
Reliability, right? You spent a lot of money on ammo determining your reliability.
I got probably 3,000 rounds through a G2C. Never had a failure.
That's dope.
It's not a reliable gun. It just goes bang every time.
Shut up. That was. Do you not slow that statement?
Listen to me. This is the criteria of what reliability is. We think because the gun goes bang, it's reliable. What do you need it more to be reliable to do? To be able to hit a target.
I see what you said. You said accuracy.
Zero accuracy.
Well, that's accuracy. That can be.
What's that?
That's not him, robot. That could be him.
It could be a barrel. It could be a bunch of things.
Boy, let me tell you something though, boy. It's like somebody just shut the window.
Hey, much love. I'm jumping back in the chat.
All right,
Hey, Pass out. You coming up to Real Deals?
When is this gonna be? Let me write that down.
October 22nd, right, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did say that once.
Oh, y'all got something going on at Real Deal?
Yeah, you're not invited, Skillet.
Oh, okay.
October 21st.
I'm gonna put it on my schedule. I just changed job, but we're gonna see what's happening. Yeah.
I think it's the 21st, Paradise.
All right, dog.
Hey, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and head out. I appreciate y'all.
All right, good to see you, brother.
Yeah,
All right,
peace,
bro.
you.
Peace.
All right, peace.
Hey, Roblox, you can still hear us. Your microphone cut off.
It's funny you said that, bro, about the scar, because, I know it's nice. One of my first experiences with it was the reason why I never considered it. Because I was at a class where I had my little rifle that I built, my PSA, whatever. And I'm there, we're in the AR class. And this dude showed up with a scar. His car would not run. Now, my little $550 AR that I built ran all day long, throwing it down, getting it dirty, everything.
But see, I only entertain these conversations when we on these lives on YouTube, for the simple fact that because that guy came in and his particular gun wouldn't run, does that make that gun bad? Right? You only saw that one.
Right, but it put a bad taste in my mouth for it, so I just stopped considering it. And you
I noticed it yesterday. I was at Chopper Day yesterday, right? And I had a little small area. It was like people would walk over to like little pistol area and sitting there working on the guns. There was a lot of Glocks over there. And I was like, yo, I said, why your Glock jamming up like that, or acting up? Most of the time I've seen things jam up was for the same reason. People doing shit to their guns don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Yep.
Fucking it up and fucking up the reliability. You know what I mean? Leave the gun alone, man. Damn. If you gotta do something to the gun, don't buy the shit. Throw an optic on it, exterior accessory. Run it as it is. If you do something to it, you fucking it up. Or you lower the reliability factor.
Yeah.
Yes, I had a problem with my clock that down in Tennessee because I put a different type of guide with it. And I didn't keep the factory guide right in, but I put a gold barrel.
You might as well bought a Taurus.
A Zez barrel.
You might as well bought a Taurus. Would have been more reliable.
It kept on. I had to take it down and put the rest. But yeah, you can't kind of. I know what you're saying.
Yeah, most of the time, like we at the range the other day, like last weekend, and the dude had the dope ass Tavor, right? I was like, why your shit not running? He done changed it and put another trigger in it, fucked it up. You know what I mean? And that shit complicated too. You looking at the schematic, it's like, man, leave that shit alone. It sounds.
Hey, but let me tell you this, Armel. Wouldn't you be upset if you had a car that you really liked and you wanted to put a radio in it or some rims on it, and they said, nah, don't do that? Sometimes these guns, you want to get some dope looking shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like triggers because they look good.
Speaking of Acura, back in the days, I used to have this Acura, right? This is like, I had like a 96 Acura back in like 96, right? We used to drive this Acura. I paid a lot of money. I spent all of my money on this goddamn car, right? I paid for the car cash. And I bought all of these rims and all of this shit. I financed all that shit. I was broke as fuck. I was paying more money on the accessories and the radio than other people was paying for their car payment. And I was, and you know what that shit did? Fuck my car up. The rims fucked my car up. The radio had all kinds of electric problems. After that, every car I bought after that, that shit was just plain. If it didn't have it in it, it didn't need it. For real. Don't, as soon as you mess up, as soon as you touch something or manipulate something, the reliability factor goes out of the window. That's why they don't even cover it under warranties. Leave that shit alone. If you don't like the way the fucking trigger feel, buy a PDP.
Well, no, not necessarily.
And then if you don't like the way that trigger feel, what you gonna get next?
That because
buy something else. You know what I mean?
My first car, I put a radio in it, but I had Best Buy do it, and I had no problems with it.
It's the same thing, man.
No, it's not.
I did mine too.
Had no
That's why, I had professional people do it. Not Best Buy did my old Pontiac that I had back in the days. But but that shit fucked my Pontiac up. But I had professional installers install my shit, yo. I didn't have a crackhead do it.
Why y'all dissing crackheads? You the same
There's a crackhead out there.
Because crackheads got one of the last people with skills, man.
I want to shout out all the crackheads out there.
Shout out to crackheads, right? Because I know
I just wonder if there's any crackheads actually listening.
He spent $700 a day.
If any crackheads in the chat, I want to apologize to you.
Any crackheads in the chat say me.
This is not.
Crackheads the hardest working people in the game, bro.
I got love for all the crackheads.
Me too.
Yeah.
I don't even want to call you a crackhead. I want to call you just challenged or something like that. Like I don't like saying crackhead sound mean. If you have if you're a substance abuser of some sort,
substance abuse issues,
I want to show some love to you. I want to apologize on behalf of Armel, Rodney Brady. And if you notice, it's all the New Yorkers because New York was at the height of the crack era, and they've always had something against crackheads, and this is why they keep talking this way.
I got nothing against crackheads.
You know why? You ever had to buy your own shit back? Thank you.
No, you ain't never had to buy my own
yo,
shit.
crackheads was motivation for you not to smoke crack. You need that.
Yo, I've been somewhere in the middle of the night though, and the tire blow out. Ain't had no tire. Crackhead show up, give me $20, come back with a brand new Pirelli.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna.
I've been there and seen that.
Listen, out of pure respect for all crackheads across the country, let's refrain from talking about crackheads anyway. We're not finna do that. We're not talking about no people out there dealing with nothing. And y'all keep dissing crackheads, and I don't like it.
Okay. We're not gonna do that.
Let's not do it anymore.
Okay.
All right. Shout out to y'all.
I'll say okay.
Okay.
Now don't nobody want to talk because I said we can't talk about crackheads. Don't get quiet.
Really, Calvin.
We can continue the conversation. Let's just let it be respectful.
Yeah. Anyway, but like I said, you start messing with stuff. If you don't like the way something feels, why you even buy it? And then the money that you putting into the damn Glock or whatever gun you have, you could have bought another gun because that stuff not cheap.
Well, then on the same token, Mel, if I find a gun where I do like the trigger, but then I find something that is going to be better than what's in there, and I decide I'm going to put that in there, and it does exactly what I need to do. It's got less take up. It's got no take up. It's got no creep. It's got no nothing. It's just like,
And then it goes down to what.
And then the one that I had, it was fine. It was good, but I found something better I wanted to put in there.
What do you use it for, though, Zach? That's the thing. If modifying it for a specific purpose, that's modifying for reliability.
I'm modifying for a specific purpose.
That's where the difference is. If you modify something for a specific purpose, and that shit is not, reliability is not a factor for that purpose.
Hey, let me say this, Armel, and this goes out to a lot of us in here. We modify for looks.
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
Billy,
okay.
You modify for looks.
I don't modify for looks.
I ain't gonna lie. I do. Sometimes I do. Yes, I do.
Sometimes I do. Zach, you never modified a gun for a look?
Billy, you know personally, I have 2 guns modified for looks. That's it. You know personally, I got 2.
Modification doesn't include adding optics and all that.
All the guns I got, I'm talking about painted. And I have 2 guns. That's it. And you know that.
External stuff. Modification is internal.
Hey, you know how many flashlights I need on these range guns and where I go to the range in the daytime?
That's accessories. That's not modification.
That's not modifying?
That's accessorizing.
It's the same thing.
Do you know that most times when you see people shooting guns with lights on them, it is in the daytime?
Yes, it is in the
Nah,
daytime.
they put the lights on it.
Lito, what else do you do when you buy this flashlight? What time is it when you buy this flashlight?
Right. What time is it?
It's usually daytime.
About 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
So yeah, man, a lot of us are buying because it makes a gun look better to whoever, us, we,
See, I draw. So when I look at a gun, I look at a gun from the architect aspect.
There you go. I like that.
That's why you got all them ugly guns, Skilly?
Oh wow, Zach, that's really mean of you.
Oh wow.
Well, Skilly with my cousin,
right there.
Skilly with my cousin, I kick him out of here.
Everybody got their own gun style, like
Right,
RP got style. Billy
Right.
got his style.
And sometimes,
No, bro, I am an absolute victim of peer pressure.
He's a style gun.
I am the ultimate example of peer pressure, man. I be getting caught up in that stuff a lot lately.
Man, listen. Don't nobody in the chat listen to Armel. I run into people like Armel all the time. The people that's scared to actually do modifications is the one that be talking like that. That be scared. That be scared. Not that. But you don't have a use for it. But you talking about. But like, okay, that's like saying I'm just gonna go buy off the shelf ARs from here on out. I ain't gonna never build an AR because I don't want to mess up nothing because I'm doing it myself. Right?
Are you?
But I've been
with me.
Because you say what?
Are you trying to start an argument with me for the argument?
No. All I'm saying.
Question, Roblox.
Is that you said something that really ain't make no sense to me. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Because I'm saying if I change out a trigger, the exact way that a company say what?
Why didn't you just buy AR with a better trigger?
If I change out a trigger the exact same, you say what? Man, what is you talking about, Armel? What is you saying?
Why did you just, if you change out a trigger, why don't you just buy AR with a better trigger?
Because but most ARs come with mil spec triggers. So Geisley makes a drop-in trigger that works perfectly fine, and let you know that they are. I didn't have to buy an AR. Like it's like so if I buy a Johnny Glock's trigger shoe for a Glock and I put it in and I have no reliability issues, then what are you talking about? I'm trying to figure out what you're trying to mean. Like where did my reliability now where did my reliability measure go down?
This is
you said you said you shouldn't do that. That's all I'm saying. I'm just trying to get to the bottom of what you're saying.
I ain't tell nobody to do shit. I say buy the fuck you want. But if you mad,
I'm just saying, don't do it. But the people who do it,
yeah, I'm saying.
But if it's reliable, then what? If it's reliable, then what?
Reliability, and you changing shit. If you worried about reliability,
but if it's still reliable, then what's the point?
How do you know it's reliable?
Because what we've been talking about this whole time we've been on here. If I run it and it shoots, then it's reliable. Am I right?
So why you changed it?
But I didn't like the way the trigger pulled. Now everything else with the gun I love. But the trigger is what I wanted to change, and I changed it. Now it's perfect. So now what?
Yeah, when I first started buying,
it's not reliable because I changed out the trigger.
I don't know, Roblox shit.
That's all I'm saying.
As long as it works for you, it's good for me. As long as it works for you, it's good for you.
But why you? But you told the dude who changed the trigger on his Tavora, what'd you do that shit for? You should have just bought something else. He probably just put it in wrong. He just probably didn't put it in wrong.
When you start fucking with shit, that's what happens when you start fucking with shit. That's
what you say, RGG? Like sometimes you might put a no, Billy. You said you put the spring in wrong on your M&P. You switch that pin around. Now it's your favorite gun. Am I right?
Yeah, it's my favorite gun. It wasn't me who.
It's your favorite gun. Oh, okay. It was somebody else. Okay.
You see that comment, bro?
What?
What you just put up on the screen?
I'm a crackhead.
Congratulations, bro.
That ain't even a thing. Hold on, before I even say anything.
Congratulations.
First of all, I gotta get on Zach for the question he just asked. How did that just go over everybody here?
Bro, I didn't see it.
Yeah, I would have been the victim.
He said, bro, did you see that comment?
Look at that.
He said he would have been one of my victims.
Hey, look, hey, Billy. He said, bro, did you see that comment? I said, which one? He said the one you just put up on the screen.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
No, for real. Everybody hate on Mel.
I didn't see it, bro.
Everybody hate on. Hey, how about this? So what? You know.
That's it.
But for real,
hold on. Now let me address the comment. Danny, congratulations, my brother. 11 years clean.
Yeah.
And if I put that into perspective, it's 2023. In 2012, boy, you was doing. Anyway, I'm just happy for you.
We started walking the path.
I'm happy for you. I knew we had at least 1 or 2 crackheads out here, man. I'm glad somebody spoke up. Former, present, or future. But congratulations, brother.
Yeah.
That's why we're going to stop talking about anybody that had issues.
I heard somebody say one time that he smoked crack for 7 years once.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, maybe we'll do an episode on smoking crack. But not right now.
Man, that's a big accomplishment, man.
It is.
No, it is. It is. I like to make light of certain stuff. But anyway, man. So I've only gotten a couple good answers tonight.
Why do I have to be a victim though?
Because you out here dissing the crackheads, man. I didn't like it, and he didn't like it. And if it was 2012, you'd have been on your ass, boy.
I don't think.
We'll have that catalytic converter right at the driveway.
Many have tried.
Hey, what's up, anybody that came in the chat and I didn't get a chance to speak to you? I appreciate y'all.
Hey, boosted on you hard, bro.
Yeah, on you hard tonight, man.
Boosted going in. Roadblock.
Hey, Roadblock. I'm trying to get that lever action ready, boy.
Oh, okay. Hey, I'm driving, y'all. I'm on my way to Indianapolis. So my mic is going. I'm going in and out.
You want to tactical rail for the lever action?
Huh?
You want a tactical rail for the lever action?
Yeah.
You get that 4570?
No, hell no, man. You know I'm low key right now. I got a 44 Magnum. Shout out to
that's good too.
And click bang for outfitting your boy with his first lever action, man.
G Money, what up?
For sure.
Hey, hit up Big Fish. He got the hookup on all those accessories that you might want to put some on there, like your rails and stuff. If you want to change out the furniture.
A Big Fish got a plug for the lever action?
Like, man, his 4570 is ridiculous, man. His 4570 crazy.
I like the lever action, bro. So I definitely want to get the 4570, and I want to get the 357.
That's enough.
So I'm definitely gonna try to add those as time goes.
You ain't good.
Hey, Roadblock, get you a mic. Oh, damn.
All right, so
Hey, Roadblock. Hey, get out of here, man, because your mic sounds terrible.
All right, I'll let y'all.
All right, bro. Safe driving. Because Boosted ain't gonna let up.
Roadblock just came in here to argue with me.
He did a good job too.
But yeah, man, there's so many different angles to look at what reliability is.
Hey, Think Mega, you should get one, bro. That's one of the funnest guns to shoot, bro.
Yeah, you'll like it.
I think I'm lever action addicted right now.
They're fun.
Yeah, I was at the store fooling around with that 4570. It was a Henry too, bro. You want to know what was funny? Because they had the Henry 4570 in the all weather, and they had the one with the wood and the brass or whatever. It was funny because I don't know if it's got something to do with the coating that they use on the all weather. But man, that action was smooth, and the other one it wasn't. I was expecting it to be a lot smoother.
Yeah, I want to get a 4570. I'm gonna see how things go. But I just wanted to kind of now that when I get the 38, the 357 joint, I think I'll probably shoot that one the most. Because all the rest of that ammo is it gets pretty expensive. No, I got a Rossi, man, a Rossi 92. I'm starting light. I'm on the low end of the lever axis, but it's high end to me because I ain't never had one. So
Rossi ain't low end, man.
I like it. I like it a lot.
It's not low end.
How do you think? I want to see how far can you do 100 yards on that?
I think so.
Yeah,
I can't see why not because it's a piece of cake at and that's what I don't know. I think the 44 Magnum I was pretty good. I wasn't going too far out though. I was probably going out maybe 15 yards. I wasn't shooting that far.
You can do 100 yards with 44.
No, it's eBay precision, bro. I didn't get no Ranger precision. This is
precision.
I don't even know what the brand is, but I like the lever a lot though. That look dope.
Yeah, that's nice with the leather wrapped around it.
But I don't think I'm gonna use this rail though. I think I want to get the Ranger precision rail, the more squared off rail.
Mm-hmm.
They just expensive, man.
I can't, because the one that I want, man, that all-weather joint, I can't see myself putting all that stuff on there. It looks too pretty.
No, if I get like the which one did I see? Who makes that one that it's like $1,000?
The stainless one, looks stainless, was the all-weather one.
Yeah. Who makes that? That's
Henry makes one.
Henry, the one that's at Range USA.
Yeah, that's the one that's at Range USA.
So I like that. I probably wouldn't do much to that. I probably wouldn't even change it. But then again, I mean, you could do some crazy stuff to them, man. I like the tactical look on a lot of those.
Now, Savage used to make one too, tactical Tina, and Mullins is nice too.
So to all my fellow plump guys, chunky guys,
fluffy.
Let's face it, are you fat?
No, I'm talking to specific people right now. I got another solution for us, man. Another option. Another carry option for us. So be on the lookout for a new video. Now I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna do these videos as long as I'm in this gang with you guys. But I have a plan to leave this gang soon.
Okay.
I know they say once you're in for life, but I'm getting out. All right, give me some months. I'm getting out. But while I'm in it, I'm gonna ride for us. I'm gonna make sure
I
find options for us. Armel, this does not apply to you. Skilly, you might not even listen.
Go ahead.
This is not for you, Skilly.
Yes, it is.
So, but I got another option for us, though. That's all I want to say. I got another carry option for us. So, anything else, man? Listen, if you have not gotten your tickets to a regular meetup, try to get them whenever you can. I mean, you got plenty of time, but I don't know if you got plenty of time. I'm not even sure. I don't know why I said that. But other than that, no, I ain't gonna say it yet. I want to tell them who's gonna be there.
You don't want to tell?
Because it ain't on paper yet. So I'll wait. But anyway, thank you, Jason. Layaway. Get to throwing these L's back up. Make sure, even if you guys have not purchased tickets yet, definitely go to aregularmeetup.com. Give me some feedback on the site. Go through the process for me because this is new this year. I'm gonna try to add. As a matter of fact, if you don't get emails from us, take a few minutes out, send an email to aregularmeetup@gmail.com so that we can put you on the email list so that when we sending out communications, you will get them. So if you're not receiving emails from us, just send an email. All you got to do is just send an email. The subject can be email address, and then put your email address in that email so we can add you to the email list. And that's going to be for everything. Like, so when the official regular meetup merch come out, or we're making an announcement, who's going to be performing at Encore, and different stuff like that. When it's time to vote for the RGAs, because that information will be coming out. So definitely make sure you're on the email list, guys. I'm trying to step my game up.
Word up.
That's it for me. If you fellas ain't got nothing, man.
Good, brother.
That's it.
Yeah. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
All right, brother Armel. Yeah, man, but, hey, shout out to Miss Pam, man. That's Cobb's wife, bro. She's so dope. I was standing next to her, and she was telling somebody. I was kind of like standing off to the side from her, and she was telling somebody about the meetup, and she was so cold. that she made me want to go buy a ticket to the meetup. Like it almost sounded like she was talking about something else. I was like, damn, I want to go to that. It sounded cool. I told Cowboy boy, I'm gonna have to borrow Miss Pam boy for a couple weeks. She gonna have all types of new people at the meetup.
Mm-hmm.
But I appreciate it for that. That was dope. But I don't have anything else, people. Thank y'all, man. This was a great talk, though.
Yeah.
I'm only gonna say Skilly had some good info. I thought Paris I had the best piece of info out of this. I hope everybody has some takeaways, and I think one good takeaway from this is, man, you got to go with your gut.
Yeah.
You gotta trust what you trust. Get the gun, test it the best way that you can, and go with that. Because there's really, I don't know how people really test reliability, especially not the average everyday person.
How did he say this? The reliability is not absolute.
Reliability is not absolute. That was the dopest thing I heard. So aside from that, I'm out, man. All right.
Y'all be safe. Enjoy the evening.
Everybody be safe, man. Hope y'all had a great weekend. Let's get off to a great start this weekend.
True that.
Peace.
Peace.